Hello everyone, in this box right here I have the original Prusa printer. It's the MK3S i3 printer, 3D printer, and I opted to get the black parts version as opposed to the orange parts. Believe it or not, they say on their website they have a 1 to 2 week lead time. Then obviously have to ship it from Prague to the US where I'm at. I'm in Indiana, USA. And from the time I ordered this to the time I got it was about 10 days. So the customer service was really good. But in this video, I want to go ahead and unbox this and start putting it together, and hopefully by the end of the video, we get to the full print. But I just want to clarify, this is not a how-to video. You're just simply hanging out with me as we unbox this and try to put it together.
Quarter pounder with cheese.
Dude, let's go! I love how they remembered to include the snacks for when you're putting this together. Smart thinking. So these are all the boxes that came in the big box, and now we're gonna open all these and see what's in them. I love the fact there's nice big thick instructions, and unlike other people, I'm a guy that follows instructions, so we're gonna go through those step by step.
I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast.
It's not about personality matrixels and charts. It's all about the bumps in your heart.
Alright, that entire montage was just the first step in putting together this printer. That was the Y-axis assembly. They have this broken up by axes and goes all the way up to E-axis. So this is literally just the first step. And I would say getting to this point took, well, I was working late last night, then I took a break and I finished up this morning. I would probably say from unboxing to now was about 2 hours, maybe a little under that, maybe an hour and a half, somewhere between there. And like I said, that was just the first step. A lot more to go. As you can see here, we have our lovely Y-axes all together. And the toughest part about it was definitely getting the belts on these little holders that are here. That was a real bitch. And then we got the motor on there and a bunch of other stuff. And we're now ready for the X-axis. Alright, well that was relatively brief compared to the Y-axis. This is the X-axis complete in its entirety. Now to move on to the Z-axis. Alright, so that is the Z-axis completely done. Added the stepper motors, and we put the X-axis on. Another brief step, and actually it skips after the Z-axis to the E-axis, which is the extruder that mounts here for all the filament and stuff. Now, one of the things I will say about the assembling this is that what's really nice is that he breaks up all the parts that you have for this kit by axis. So all the parts are labeled in the little baggies, and so you can just open, you know, certain packages at a time, and you don't need to open more packages than you need to. So that's really nice. But let's go ahead and move on to the E-axis. So that was assembling the extruder. That's probably the most complicated part of putting together this printer. And it was especially complicated for me because I screwed up in the very beginning and I didn't realize it until the very end. So there's a lot of little parts in here and there's a lot of things you got to make sure you do, and you got to follow every step carefully. And what I realized when I got to the end is that when it came to screwing on the back piece that holds the extruder onto the rails, that the little inserts, the nut inserts, they have to put into the piece in order for the screws to have something to screw to. Those you have to insert in the very beginning, in the very first piece that you put together on the extruder, and I forgot to do that, so I take the whole thing apart, put it back together, and I screwed up while I was doing that, and I probably added at least an hour to what the build time already was. I would say at this point we're probably close to 4 to 5 hours at this point in terms of total build time from unboxing to now. It's been over the course of 3 days. I've been doing this in sections. But now for the rest of the printer, we have to do the LCD, we have to do the bed, we have to do a pre-flight check according to the manual. And so we have just a lot of little things that we have to do in order to get this thing ready for the first print.
Akihabara.
So I spent the last 2 hours trying to get the settings to work for this damn printer to do the first print. The printer came with some PLA, it's a gray color, and just trying to get the settings right has been absolutely very tough. I've been following the journal and the website and stuff about how to figure it out. So after I got the printer together, I had to calibrate it, I had to test it, I had to run it through its paces, and all that stuff is stuff that had you bought the printer, so had you not gotten the kit and gotten the fully assembled printer, you wouldn't have had to do. And that really wasn't too difficult. That was just to make sure that you didn't screw up putting it together. The part that I'm on, where you're having to calibrate the materials, that would not come with the fully assembled printer. So you'd still have to sit here and figure out all the settings. And so after messing around with nozzle distance or nozzle displacement from the heat bed and messing around with the speed at which the printer prints the first layer, I think I'm finally ready to do a test print, which it comes with an SD card full of all kind of test prints you can do that are already settings figured out and whatnot in terms of what does it look like, what's the infill, stuff like that. So I'm going to test a test print. Hopefully that is the first print this printer will ever do. So let's cross your fingers, hope this works. There you have it, folks. The very first thing I've ever printed on my Prusa 3D printer. Terrific. So there you have it. That's the unboxing to first full print of the original Prusa printer. Happy you could join me. It was a bit of a ride. I did a couple hours over the course of a couple weekends. So if you're thinking about getting the kit versus just buying a complete one, obviously money doesn't matter. So I would go ahead and get the complete printer. The assembling it wasn't that difficult, unless you make some major mistakes. It did take a while. Calibrating it was okay. Didn't really have to do a whole lot because I assembled it pretty well because I'm good at that kind of stuff because I'm handy. But then when it came down to adjusting the settings for filament, that was what was kind of tough and took a really long time to figure out. So now I've got my first print, starting on my second print, which is a little bit more intricate, more complicated. So I will surely be using my printer and other videos on this channel. So appreciate you watching. If you have anything else you want to see about it or want to talk about, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, please subscribe, like the video. Thanks for watching.